The Gascony region of southern France is rich in history. It's also the birthplace of Armagnac, the little-known brandy that has been much loved by all who've sampled it over the centuries. Even the musketeers of legend once embraced it. Now it will be featured in Torshavn Lounge on the Viking Star.
Our chairman Torshavn asked us to go out and find 30 years of vintage spirits so that the guests could be able to have their drink with their birth year when they wanted to celebrate. We went out and looked for Armagnac. It's a little bit more special in our eyes. It has more fruit content. It ages differently. It's a lovely spirit. We found from 1935 to 1965 all the vintages, which is very exciting.
Nestled between the Pyrenees and the Atlantic, Armagnac's microclimate delivers a remarkable brandy, long admired by connoisseurs. Armagnac is unique. Unlike distant cousin Cognac, it's distilled just once, allowing more of the essence of the fruit and fragrance to remain.
This is the very first step of the Armagnac production, which is continuous distillation. To do the distillation, we need a traditional Armagnac alembic. This is what we have just in front of us. It's made of two parts. We have one big tank over there, and we have the boiler and the column just over there.
Inside, pressure, temperature, and copper coils combine to move the wine through the alembic, transforming it into the clear eau de vie that will become Armagnac.
The very first record we found date back to the year 1311. So we can say that Armagnac is the oldest French brandy available.
New French oak barrels are the next stop for the eau de vie, where it can spend years incorporating the colours and flavours of the oak. Older French oak barrels follow to keep the young oak from overwhelming the fruit, while more years pass under the watchful eye of the cellar master.
Oui, en fait, c'est le thym qui participe beaucoup à l'évolution.
It is time that is the greatest participant in Armagnac's evolution. I control the climate and keep the Armagnac in the optimum cask. But it is nature that decides when the vintage is fully developed.
With the cellar master's nod of approval, the Armagnac is ready and stored in demijohns. Once under glass, the Armagnac ages very slowly, and flavours such as nut, dried fruit, flowers, and vanilla become apparent. Known as the Paradise Cellar, it's where the oldest and rarest vintages are kept and monitored.
Of course, it is difficult to say goodbye to these old friends that we've watched over for decades. But I think those sampling our rare Armagnac vintages in Torshavn will enjoy the rich earthy flavors and extremely long finish as they sample their way through the seasons to find the Armagnac that gives them the most pleasure.
Et qui lui fait le plus plaisir.
The Armagnac vintages for Viking's Torshavn Lounge span some of civilization's most interesting times. Moments when the world celebrated peace and the tallest mountain was summited. Times when man stepped into space, a great leader was lost, and a new vision was born.
It's important to remember, of course, that each vintage is unique. So if you have yours one day for your birthday, you might want to try your wife's the next week when she has her birthday. They all have a personality and they should all be experienced. We think that this is a great spirit to have. It's more feminine than Cognac. Armagnac, you just have to get the nose, look at the color, take a little sip, and you can just enjoy all that fruit.
Bottle by bottle, the heart and history of Gascony is being captured, to be later revealed in the delightful character and aromatic intensity of these rare Armagnac vintages, as they're sampled in Torshavn on board the Viking Star.
It's for sure the largest vintage spirits collection on any vessel sailing.
Torshavn is a haven for our guests and the spirits. An ideal place to close the day when sailing on board the Viking Star.